Have you ever friend-zoned anyone?
Yeah, maybe.
What is maybe? Have you ever friend-zoned anyone? Have you ever friend-zoned anyone? Have you ever friend-zoned anyone?
ना नाम ना पहचान बस आ गए.
Friend zone, probably the only word every single horny men are afraid of. Friend zone, probably the only nightmare your estrogen starved testosterone driven psyche is hiding from. But hey, you know what? I get it. Gentlemen, I get you, I understand you, and I feel your miserable pain. And for that very reason, my friend, I think this video will help you straighten up your dating game. So, gentlemen, my name is Mayank Bhattacharya, and I got your back. This is Men's Essentials, and it's about time we put this friend zone shit way back in past. Intro. Okay, so before we get into the tips and tricks of escaping the friend zone, we need to get a reality check. We need to be aware of our life. A reality check on our life and our current dating style. You see, there aren't really many reasons for a man to be friend zoned. There aren't many reasons why a woman's interest in you is not the same as the thoughts you own. But hey, that's the beauty of it. So stop blaming yourself, stop being extra harsh on yourself. But before diving deep, we must know what is this term friend zone. Well, gentlemen, friend zone in a simple layman's language just means the girl, the woman, or this majestic lady in discussion is not sexually interested in you, is not sexually attracted in you. Yes, in simple layman's language, it just means that the woman in discussion does not think you are well worth her sexual libido.
See, a guy may be like the nicest guy, but if you're not sexually attracted to someone, then you won't want to.
That's the key word of the day. Or in other words, quite literally, no fucks given. None at all. But hey, don't worry, because you know what? This no fuck given situation can actually change. This can actually change in your own favor, in your own advantage. No, not like all the time, like 10 out of 10 times, but at least 8 out of 10 times in your favor, in your fair scale. Now, if you're still confused, let me explain. You see, gentlemen, chances are, possibilities are that 8 out of 10 of those pretty, majestic, gorgeous women who have friend zoned you can actually change their mind, can actually change their opinion, and can be super excited and super hyped to claw their manicured fingers all up your ass. I mean, not quite literally, but you know what I mean. Now, of course, this also means that there are always these 2 out of 10 chances where no matter how hard or how gamey you try to be, they'll not be sexually attracted, they'll not be sexually interested in you. They won't nudge, they won't bother, they won't be romantically invested in you. And that, my friend, that concept, that logic that she is not emotionally available for you, she is not emotionally ready to be with you, or she's just not attracted to you, is absolutely okay. Hear me out very carefully. I do not want you to waste your time on these 2 out of 10 girls who are just not interested in you.
I would say if the girl is really not interested, then please just leave her and then just...
There are many fishes in the sea.
Stop wasting your time on it. Stop breaking your head on it. In a group of 10, in a slot of 10, if you do things right, if you do things correctly, there will be 8 out of those 10 girls who would want to be with you. So when you're simply not her type, shut up, zip it, and move on. Put an honorable end to it and start focusing, start devoting your time on things that actually makes sense. Anyway, now that I have cleared this, the more important question, or the most important question, becomes how do I become Mayank? How do I become this guy who will have the chance, who will be romantically appropriate and sexually attractive to 8 out of these 10 girls? Well, that's a very important question you ask. Because the 8 out of 10, that is a very good odd for you to escape your friend zone. Gentlemen, because this is the perfect odd for you to be romantically invested in someone you're interested and beautiful. But how, Mayank? How do we become this 8 out of 10 guy who is getting all the women he wants and not the one he is not into? Well, let me explain. You see, like I said before, the number one reason, the most obvious reason why a woman usually or most commonly friend zones a guy, or you, Mr. Handsome, watching this video, is because she's not emotionally, she's not sexually attracted or invested in you. So, what does this statement mean? What is the underlying definition of this random verbal piece? Well, in terms of social dynamics, relationships and overall sexual tension, it just means that your current values aren't on par with her given values. It just means that you are just not well worth her time. Gentlemen, it means you're too low value to spark an attraction or sexuality in this woman in the given time. Gentlemen, it simply means you're not exciting, challenging or sexually demanding enough for her to give you her day or time. Now, this value or this value proposition, this varies from girl to girl, women to women. But if we put it all on a level playing field, there are obviously some core principles every man must have in his life or in his own identity and self to become a high value man, to become a man who is exciting, to become a man who is sexually attracted, to become a man who is challenging, demanding and valuable enough to spend some quality time. And as soon as we do that, as soon as we build out these strong fundamental core principles of us becoming a high value, attractive and a well put together man, a well worthy man, gentlemen, at that very time the whole system, the whole process takes a 360-degree turn or a 180-degree turn. Because from that very point onwards, your chances of being friend zoned ever in your life starts diminishing to almost never. Alright, so we are with a very pretty Bangalorean out here, and the questions I've been asking to all these women I see around. Now, what are these principles, you ask? What are these core fundamentals I speak of, you ask? Well, I have already made 100+ videos on these particular topic in detail on my social dynamics playlist. In case you are new to the channel, in case you are new to Men's Essentials, I would recommend you watch those videos because all of them are about 5 or 6 years old, but they are very well worth your valuable time. Watch them and learn a thing or two more from them. But for the sake of today's video, for the sake of this quick guide on how can you never ever be friend zoned in your life, let me give you 6 of these core fundamentals. Number 1, your style and image. Number 2, your mental and physical health. Number 3, your emotional awareness and stability. Number 4, your conversational and communication skills.
But good abs.
You like this?
Abs. Yeah, not bad.
Number 5, your usefulness to the society. And number 6, your financial stability. Notice how financial stability comes at the very end of the list. Yes, it is important, but yes, it is also at the very end of the list. Why? Because that's how life is, that's how attraction is, that's how relationships are, and that's how women, dating and everything about social dynamics work. Are you still confused? Well, let's play a game. You see, picture this. You are this man with an average style, average boring hair and average image. I mean, you're clearly not wearing TMB basics, you're clearly not trying out things for your aesthetic, and you're clearly very naive about your style, fashion and overall grooming and well-being. You also have no abs, no biceps, no fitness bands. You get overly attached, overly creepy and desperate and needy with every other woman you see, thinking that they are the perfect soulmates of your life.
They become creepy sometimes, they become needy and desperate. They're quite desperate. Clingy.
Also, you clearly can't talk, you clearly can't hold a conversation, you clearly can't flirt for shit, you don't know how to touch a woman, you don't know how to physically escalate a woman, you don't know any of these social skills. I mean, you're this lazy, pot smoking, beer chugging and bar hopping son of a bitch. And you, my friend, you don't even make your own damn money for shit. So, considering this hypothetical situation about a man, a boy, or even if you are in this place, considering this hypothetical story about ourselves, tell me this one thing and tell me this one thing very honestly. Why would a sane, smart, attractive, cute, pretty, beautiful, romantic, intelligent, attractive woman not friend zone you? I mean, why would this bombshell, why would this super attractive personality not friend zone you? Oh, because you're such a nice guy and because you have such a nice heart? Well, guess what? You're lying. And you're lying to yourself. You're lying about your nice heart, you're lying about being nice to anyone in general. You're lying about your health, you're lying about your fitness, you're lying about your finances, you're lying about your entire damn life. Now you tell me, do you expect anyone ever to not friend zone you? Well, guess what? They will. Because you, my friend, sadly, you have put yourself in this sorry, sadistic situation.
Because I don't see that guy as something more of a friend.
So let's just get that clear and not be very proud of it. Let's just start fixing the fundamentals first. Let's just start working on becoming a high value man first. Being friend zoned or not, being in this place where you like this woman and she doesn't like you back or not, is a very far-fetched topic to talk about. Because gentlemen, once you do develop a decent set of values, once you do become a high-value, attractive man, yes, once you start become a man of self-worth, self-identity and self-esteem, Abhishek or Varun, once you have at least put yourself in this process, once you have at least got a bit more self-aware about this process, gentlemen, that is the very moment, that is the exact time when things start changing for you. Because the only golden tip you will need to know to get out of any friend zone at this point in time, when you are a man of value, when you are a man of self-worth and self-esteem, is this very basic thing. Are you ready for it? Do you really want to know it? Do you really want to learn it? Well, here it is. It is not important. Didn't get it? Well, no worries. I'll repeat it very clearly for you. It does not matter. It is not important. Gentlemen, you getting friend zoned or not is not at all important. It should not affect your life and you shouldn't be affected by it. Because once you are a man of self-esteem and self-worthiness, once you are a man of value, you will be living, you will be perceiving things with an abundance mindset. Because by now, you're a valuable man. You like this girl, she didn't like you back. So what? Big deal. And you move on. Now this may sound offensive to some pro-feminazi women, not feminists, but these super feminazi women, but this is how actually attraction is. If you are genuinely a man or a woman of value and self-esteem and self-worth, if you are genuinely, sincerely and honestly a man of higher value or a woman of higher value, a man's or a single woman's rejection wouldn't bother you much at all. Because you literally wouldn't be in that mental space to overthink about this one particular girl anyway. And you know what? The real way, the best way, the most honest way for a man to never be friend-zoned by a woman is by you actually friend-zoning her first. Yes, it is by you actually, quite literally, mentally and physically and emotionally friend-zoning your crush or your forever lover first. Again, not for the gamey, manipulative shit, but right in here.
See, this is India, so if you try the other approach of approaching a woman directly, then you will 99.999% get rejected. So I would say befriend the person but flirt.
Gentlemen, the time when you actually start believing and living it for a fact that you won't give someone your attention, you won't give someone your time just because they are pretty or cute or just because they have a fuck ton of influencing followers on social media is the time when you actually start getting attention in life. Because somebody really needs to work to get your attention. Somebody really needs to grow up and grow beyond their surface level tits and ass to get your valuable time. And once you get this in your head, once you get clear about this thing in your head that there are plenty tits and asses to chase, and sure, it may look good on paper, it may look good on phone, but I am more than that, is at exact time you start getting more of genuine high value women. Because gentlemen, that is the exact time when you stop being needy, creepy or desperate. Because it is that exact time when both men and women need to actually show off their personalities, their talents, or work hard to get your attention because you are that valuable and important to them.
We won't friend zone you if you're interesting enough to
And at that time, my friend, you won't have time to think about being friend zoned or not. You won't have time to overthink about this hypothesis of this one girl who either liked you or didn't like you back. Because by that time, you'll be a man with a life, with a vision, and a lot of abundance in his own mindset and game. So don't stress these social or relationship stigma or problems by being a low value man, my friend. Level up your status, level up your style, level up your own self-worth. Now sure, there will always be 10 to 15 girls, 10 to 15 absolutely astonishing girls who would have friend zoned me or who till date has friend zoned me and wouldn't ever want to seek anything romantic or sexual. And that's not my problem. Because you know what? Chances are, simply because you're a high value man, there will be around 85 to 90 other absolutely beautiful, much more smarter, much more personality and a hell lot more attractive women wanting to be with you, wanting to be on you because you are a genuine, attractive man. So you tell me honestly, who should I be focusing my energy, my time on? These 15 girls who have friend zoned me and I cannot figure out a way to unfriend zone them and get in their pants, or these 85 amazing women who have actually liked me for who I am, who actually deserve or who actually has got my time, who actually deserve my attention and who actually are a lot more fun, engaging and mutually beneficial for both of us. You have to pick and choose, and you have to be very wise about where you spend your time. But this only applies when you are a man of decent value in time. Because see, at the end of it, at the crux of it, evading a friend zone isn't all that difficult. Evading a friend zone isn't rocket science. It's just as simple as you being more socially calibrated, you being more exciting, you being a man who is well worth anyone's time. I mean, that's how this social circus or this social circle works. And that's how our relationship and dating life always is. Now, in case you want me to make a part 2 of this video, a follow-up video where I can actually talk about the principles and how can you actually use them in your life to become a higher value man, so that even if you do stand a chance to unfriend zone these 2 or 3 girls who have actually friend zoned you hard, let me know in the comment section and I'll probably make that video for you. For any more relationships or friend zone related queries, you can watch 500 plus videos on this channel or YouTube/MayankBhattacharya.com. Anyway, the best luxury t-shirts for men, TMB Basics. In case you are new here, I have my brand. These are probably the best t-shirts you can ever don on your masculine frame. In case you haven't, you can go to www.tmbasics.com. Get them for yourself. We have I have 2 of my most favorite collections online right now, the spring and the signature series. This is a navy blue from our spring collection. The black and the white that you saw are our signature collection. Premium fabric, one of the best thing you could ever buy. In case you're in confusion, I'll add a link to a review which an amazing YouTuber has done for our basics. In case you want to check it out, check that out as well. For now, I'll get back to work. I'll keep making more videos. You, my friend, you don't forget to dress sharp, stay strong, stay stylish. You don't forget to become a man of decent value. See you in the next one. Jai Hind. Take care. Bye.